Hello and welcome to the stream. Tonight we're returning to, this afternoon rather, we're returning to Factorio Mosaic Megabase, where we are working on setting up the Megabase, the 1.5K signs per minute Megabase that is, or 1K signs per minute Megabase. We have a bit of a shortage on belts at the moment, and beacons. It also can't decide how many it is missing, so it keeps adding and then subtracting and then adding and then subtracting. A few things that I did since the end of the last stream. All of the solar in all of the solar blocks has been placed. A third nuclear reactor has been placed and is heated up. That's good. And I did some work on the stone finally. So the first thing I did was upgraded it to red belts, and I moduled the tar out of it. So that we can produce we can pull out of this as fast as possible. And so now, hopefully, we're only getting about one red belt of stone out of this, which means we're not going to even get a full red belt of stone brick. But we can at least produce some more here. In the meantime, where is it? Where is it? Wow, I can't even find it. Here it is, right here. In the meantime, I set up the mining on this block, this patch of stone here. I put one speed module in each miner. So it's just about producing 4 full belts of stone, which means that we can get about a belt and a half of stone brick here. I didn't want to completely siphon off all of the stone into stone brick because we do need the stone for rails, but I figured a belt or so going into stone is fine, and it seems to be fine so far. There are trains duplicated up going to gray signs even though we don't need it, and electric furnaces here, and then obviously there's stone here going to rails. So we should have plenty of stone now in the old base. Oh, that makes sense, Phasian, that it stops at about 600 and then just shows whatever it feels like within that 600. Okay, well, so there are probably 700 or 800 items missing. Hopefully the mall is okay. It's just a matter of, yeah, it's gears, of course. And we can't really produce them much faster unless I did a dedicated blue belt outpost someplace. So now it's just a matter of making all of the belts. And the beacons are just slow anyway, so they're just going to produce as fast as they can. I guess I could speed module those, but that's probably okay. Wow. We might need to bring some iron in from somewhere else. That's pulling from iron 2, which is over here. Is this iron 2? Oh, I know what the problem was. At iron 2, I cut the power when I was doing some belt cleaning. And so it chewed through all of the iron that it had. I think this is iron 2 anyway. Yeah. I cut the power when I was cleaning some of the belts off of the mine here, and it cut the power and wasn't mining any iron here. So, yeah. So we have iron again, and that should solve those problems, hopefully. Yeah, these are all open now, so now it's just a matter of trains moving. They were a little bit backed up earlier. Or tied up, or whatever. Okay, so that's that. So, last time we placed the green circuit and red circuit arrays here, and those are the ones that are currently suffering because they just have so many belts that they need, and they're still needing some beacons, of course. So let's go. So we have a few more to place. Last time we placed everything that we had designed already, except for engines, the 3 products going into purple science, electric engines, flying robot frames, and lubricant. Well, the lubricant's the easy one. Why don't we do that one? Cut that. Also delete this. Lubricant is going way up here someplace. Yeah, right there. I think I'll take the train. Let's see. We'll just park right there. That'll be fine. In the meantime, we can slap down the station. This is just going to need to be 3 stations. 1 for fuel in, 1 for heavy oil in, and 1 for lubricant out. All it needs. I'm going to take this one out and this one out. Bots will be disappointed because they're probably already on their way. Earlier, I had more jobs than I had bots, so that was good. So we built some more bots, by the way. We're up to 4,756 now. Over here. That's good. Probably should go and cap that at like 5,000. That should be enough bots for most of this base. But until we use them all, like I did earlier, we won't need to worry about it. Okay, so lubricant. I'm not even going to bother putting it that far away. It can just go like right in here someplace. It's so simple. Well, I'll wait. Actually, let's go and grab a blueprint of the station from the old lubricant, if I can find it. Up here somewhere. All right, here it is. Wow, we were making a lot here that we didn't need to make. Grab this piece here. No, let's grab all of this. Like this. Yeah, like that. Shift click. We don't want station names. Oh, I missed a spot. Oh well, there we go. Fixed it manually. This can go, it needs to be red belt. And then we need to grab a fuel station for this. We need to go all the way down here to grab a fuel station for this. Don't need to be blue. Okay. So we can either put this here, which it doesn't really fit, or we can put it over here someplace. Let's put it, well, yeah, it doesn't really fit. Actually, it does fit right there. You know what? Why even bother with long pipes? Let's just do it like this. You go there. Push that out. Oh, I need pumps. Good thing I have engines. But I need steel. Do I have any steel in storage? Oops, that I can bring myself here. None. All right. Well, that's all the pumps we're getting then. You go here. Yeah, that's not going to be long enough, so I'll just do it like that. We down below 600 yet? Nope. Why did my bots not place that? Do we have... We must have pumps in storage someplace. Okay, well that's lubricant. What else do we have? We have the engines and the fuel. Let's do fuel next because that's also up here. It's actually 1 tile south from where we are. So let's go ahead and put that station in. This one doesn't need to be very big either. Although I just placed the whole thing. This should just be literally three stations as well, right? Oops, I didn't want to do that. Yeah, it's just light oil in. Of course, we need fuel in here. That's it. We'll do that station. No, not the deconstruction planner, just the one with the filter here. Get rid of some trees. I was going to do that and get rid of a bunch of trees between the streams, but I ran out of time. Available time. I mean, I had 2 days almost, but let's see, where were we at? We were right over here. Somewhere. There it is. And I think we needed 3 of these. Double check the numbers. Sure. Yeah, we needed 3. Because this is... My bots are off. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 plants making solid fuel. Solid fuel. And we needed 31. So yeah, we need 3 sets of this. Let me center it-ish. Maybe there. And we can go down here. Do the same thing for just 1 more. That'll work, I think. How far is it apart? 1, 2. Well, actually, that's not. Let's do it slightly closer. Just 1 away from the RoboPort. That way it's on either side evenly. Of course, that means I just pulled in a bunch more blue belts that we don't have. But what are you going to do? So what we'll do here is we can bring in, we'll bring in the light oil. We'll pump it into all of these lines. We need a total of a lot. Actually, it's not that much. It's only about 500-600 light oil, I think, for all of this. So it's not too bad. Actually, we can look here. The solid fuel is up here. Oh, 800. 800 light oil. So it's not even one whole pipe full. And then this belt, and this belt all come together to go to the train to output the rocket fuel. Let me go grab my train, speaking of trains. And we'll let the base finish handling this stuff. A lot of iron there. Good. 67 million. We should be able to do something with that. I was thinking about that, though, and we may have a problem. That problem may be that I didn't give myself enough room to smelt this iron. in this block, which means we may need to move something in order to smelt the iron in a different block. Let's take a look. We have this. What about here? This might be... I think we could make it work. I think we could make it work. It's going to be a little bit snug. We may not be able to get 8 lines out. But as long as I can get that in there, I could bring some lines up either side. How close are we to the edge? We're very close to the edge. Man, I wish I could design this or do this without the bots coming in. And without ripping up a bunch of roboports. That'd be a neat mod idea if it's possible. Would be to like declare a dead zone temporarily for the bots. What we may have to do is not mine the last little bit there. If I could do this one just like this, I can get the station in over there on the other side. Because the station's only going to use up to... Yeah, just up to that rock. That rock that is my now my landmark. And this did not need that much space. So we could do just like that. We may not be able to mine that last little bit of iron, at least not right away. Perhaps later, once the patch dwindles, we could remove some of the furnace lines in the middle, like do the last couple on each end, force what's left of the patch into those 4 lines, and at that point we should have an outpost anyway. Yes, an anti-roboport zone. I don't even know if that's possible in the API, but that would be something that I would find useful for something like this. Because then I could stamp this blueprint down and say, okay, robots do not come into this zone, you know, like strike a line from this power pole square down to this power pole and say, robots do not build here. Like, you can fly through, they can stop and charge, but they can't pick up jobs in that zone. So that might work. And actually, this might be a good thing. Ooh, we're down below 600. Yay! This might be the next thing to do, just for our own sake, is start looking at some of the raw materials. I mean, we do need to get down there and start putting together the rest of the blocks, but this might be a better thing to do right away. All right, so let's pretend we can get 8 lines, so 4 trains out. We don't need to bring fuel into this station because we know that these trains will go someplace that will have fuel. So we could do 1, 2, 3, 4, which means we could take out these last 2. That and that. So if we did that, we can put this in here. Snug up against those roboports as we can get it. But we're not going to be able to sneak all 8 belts through that gap between the rail lines and the... maybe we do this side instead? That'd give us 1 more? 2 more? 2 more. I think that'll be worth it. And the rest of them we could sneak through the parking lot, like we did with the mall. So many ages ago. It's been a long, long time. All right, so let's do that. Okay, well, there's the autosave. Thank you. And we'll let the base handle building that. We just pushed ourselves. No, actually, we didn't push ourselves back over 600. We are pushing ourselves back up near 600, though. Okay, so there's that. I guess we need entrances and exits here. Whoa. You go there. And you come down here. Yeah, mining. So I think if I do the mining in this direction. Oh, you know what else I can do? We can do some spaghetti. That's what we can do. So if I bring in this like this, I can take this belt like that. Go all the way. Oh, wow. That's a good idea. I like this idea. Except that I just deleted a power pole I didn't want to delete. This may get us all of our belts in. Nope. But I want to do this so that I can figure out how many belts. I'll move this power pole. That way one. How many belts, or how much mining I can actually do with this. A lot of undergrounds, but the more mining we can do, the better. This one I'll move one up. And then the rest can just be belts. So we need to, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need to sneak 3 more in here. And I could potentially do some more undergroundy to get all the miners, or as many miners as possible in here. The other thing I can do is I can do this and snake them around. That one doesn't need to get moved again. So we're really only missing a little bit here and a very little bit here. In fact, if I line the miners up right up against here, we'll really only be missing a tiny bit. I think I'm going to reverse this station here and put the roboports coming from the other side, the power rather for the roboports coming from the other side. That way I don't have these power poles in the middle of the mining field here. And let's see. If I put that right up against there, how much am I missing? These 2 spots here. And a few spots right here. And then that chunk up there. I think this is worth it. Now, where to position this so that the roboport takes the least amount of damage? Probably just right there. Or does the least amount of damage. There. There. Okay. This is a big patch. That's nice. All right, that roboport is kind of in the way. I'll have to figure that one out. Where are you? There you are. Figure that out. Thank you, autosave. Go there. Then lastly, we just need a bit here in the middle. We pushed it back up to 600 again. Do some trimming by hand here. Let's see. You can need to be here, but I don't need these belts. Fewer belts I need to place, the better at this point. This one doesn't need to be here at all, though. We need to figure out something in here, though. You can't be there. If I take this up, this robot port will work off of that. I could do that. Could I get this in here? Yes, I could if I change the way that this works. Here, and then something like that. Just to hook up that robot port again. None of these. That can be there. None of these at all, except that that needed to be there. These are going to come out somewhere. You're not needed. We need the belt. This one. If I do this and then this, that'll work. You're good, you're good. Power pole's needed there. You're all good. This power pole's not needed, but the belt will be. And that's the last one. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. These last two are not going to even be one whole belt. That's 49 miners. We need 90 minus whatever our productivity bonus is. 90%. So we need like 45. Actually, 50. We'll say 50. For a full blue belt. How many are on this one? 32. Well, why don't we just do our sort of easy, lazy method and combine the first and last belts of each end? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That'll take 2 away, which will be 8. So I guess we don't have to pretend that we can get... no, actually, that could have been there. That we can get 8 belts out of this, because we actually can. Well, in theory. Still, I guess, technically in theory. Right, and you up here need to do the same kind of thing. Right there. And then we need our balancer. 8 to 8. And the inline unlimited one, of course, would be the best one to do. Let's see. I think it can be right there. Let me go grab these belts here. And then we'll do this one like that. Back to the balancer. This can be on this line, and it can be right there. Take these guys out. Is that a problem anywhere? I don't think so. This and this need to be changed. Actually, that one didn't need to be changed. All right, and then these can go up. That's turned out pretty good. I'm surprised. I am pleased, though. There. You go like this. know what? Actually, I'm going to turn this one right away. And likewise with these. Just so we aren't sticking out here, just in case we need that space. There I go, drawing straight lines again. Plus, sometimes snaky belts are good for spaghetti. There we go. Although I guess I could... No, I don't have my bots turned on. And I don't want them turned on either, I don't think. There we go. Now the outputs. We can go... You can get 5 through here again. Go with the 5s. And I'll just underground that one. And we'll go in here. Somewhere. And down that way. Some way. Okay, so assuming we're getting 8... Duh. I guess you gotta connect these up. Assuming we're getting 8 belts of iron plate out of here. That means, not counting what we need for steel, because I plan on doing steel at another patch or another spot. Somewhere out here. We need 11.8 belts of iron. So we need another one of these. Just for simplicity's sake, another whole one of these, if we can. Oh, by the way, I did add Angel's Warehouses into the mod pack. I have not researched them yet. I don't know if we're going to actually need to use them or not. But they're here in case I do. They'll research really fast because, yeah, they need 50 green science or red science times 15 seconds, so they'll be done before we know it, if I end up needing them. So these, I think, need to come all the way over 1, 2, 3, right there. Here. If we don't need them, then I won't research them. Copy this, make it a, oops, wrong one. Yeah, that's definitely going to be useful. I accidentally unclicked those. If I left-click them again, it adds them right back into the blueprint. That's a new feature that the old blueprint manager didn't have. Let's see, 3 belts. There, and not you. And but you. Okay. Now we need these 5 belts here. And then we're going to need another one of these balancers. We go out here to iron something and grab this whole thing. Let's just go all the way out to here. I'll have to edit it a little bit. You know what? I will even take the station names. Nope, I need to edit that. Doggone it. So a couple ways you can edit it. You can have it in your paste queue here and just click an empty cell either in your toolbar or in your inventory, and it'll create it as a blueprint. And then you can say remove the, remove the belts. And then we can also remove some of this stuff, but maybe not. I'll wait, I'll edit that live. And then it's here in a blueprint still. So keep that in your memory. But then we can stamp this down. And hopefully, yeah, iron 4, copy, paste. Wait a minute. No, iron 5, copy, paste, paste, paste. These are all backward. Doggone it. All backward. Yeah, so these all have to come out. I didn't think about that. Fortunately, we don't have our bots turned on, so we won't get inundated with stuff here. They'll just turn around and go back if they're on their way, but we're short on belts anyway, so I think it'll be fine. Okay, let's redesign this. You go this way. Probably not necessary, but I'll put the splitter there anyway. If nothing else, it'll help keep the two halves of the station. When one gets full, it'll help fill the other one up perhaps faster. But probably won't matter. How do we want to bring these in? We bring that in like that. No, it doesn't reach. But I think that might be the best place to bring them in, so we'll do this like this. And of course, reverse these. And then something like that. Here, there. We'll go there. That way I can make them both at the same point. And then finally, you go here to here. That goes in like that. And then these can come in wherever they need to. Balancer. How close can I make this? Yeah, that goes there. There. 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that means... Actually, that means... No, that means here. Okay, and then this one can go that way, some way. Here. 3. Oh. Needs to go here. But what if I did... Oh, that one can stay going that way. Actually, let's take this like this. And then what if I did something a bit different here? If you keep going this way, you keep going this way, you go this way. Like this. Just for fun. And then these two need to go back this way. There. Do. One goes like this. These two there. Problem is if I'm using belts, then those seem to be a higher priority than if the bots are using the belts. So they come to me even when they don't really need to, because I'm a higher priority than the construction, apparently. And then finally, the two of these. Where are we at? Still a crap ton. Okay, well, let's work on something that doesn't destroy my bots as much. For a little while we let this build. This one will be much easier because we have a lot more room to work with here. I might do the station on the top here. Like this. And then we have all this room here for smelting and sorting and everything else. Let's take this out here. Here. Go there. We'll do a entrance. And an exit. And that way that'll build that one. Building stuff without belts as much as possible here. And beacons for that matter. Okay, let's do these two plastic blocks. They're going to have some belts, but we can at least put them, lay them out. Plastic, we needed 12 each. These ones have 12 each. Excellent. I'm just going to take this part of it, not the belts all the way into the station. Although we should put the stations in, I suppose. Here. Stations. We need 5. Coal in, petroleum gas in, 2 plastic out. That's because we don't need that much coal each. It's actually just over 1 blue belt. Just under 1 pipe of petroleum. But we need to have 142 plastic out, which is a little bit more than 3 blue belts. So 5 stations each. Okay. Could just do that. And that. Go. Okay, now the paste. I think I will line it up here like we've been doing a little bit. And then we need an entrance. And an exit. I have my shift key held down, which would have been advantageous if I would have realized it. We can copy this whole thing, this whole block. And don't want to get those inner signals. But I do want that. Yes, we want modules. Looks funny like that, but that's the way that it works. Then this can go here. Then we just need an entrance and an exit. Do the exit first since that's the one that we're on. And the entrance there. That's the 2 plastic blocks. Of course, we just added more belts to the jobs and more beacons to the jobs, but it's not as many as we just did with the iron smelting everything. So That'll be okay. Petroleum. Which one of these refineries do I want to have be petroleum gas only versus which one do I want to have all of the other stuff going on? Did I not? I did not. I need those there. So these two stations are here. Those are the two destinations for the other two products. If I did this one rotated so that the station was here, I put the entrance to it here, the exit from it here. Then you make this one be the one making everything, and make this one be the one just making petroleum gas. Let's do that. Let's put a station in here. Wow, there's a lot of trees. Hopefully we can find our spot here. Right there. So the one making everything will look something like the one that we have in the original base, which is over here somewhere, right here. So it's going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think maybe 6 stations. I think we're still going to want 2 petroleum stations coming out. No, this one. Yeah, I think we're going to want 2 petroleum stations coming out. Yeah, let's do that. So I'm going to shift these things back in that direction some. So we have more room here for pipes. Plus, they don't need to be this long. We only need 11.5. So we'll do 2 rows of 6. And that'll look quite a bit like the one down here that we have. Actually, it'll look exactly like this one down here that we have. What's the other one look like? 7.3, so that's 2 rows of 4. That's pretty good. So we can take this. I'm going to take it from this point, I think. I shift click so I can grab that. Ooh, it maximizes the blueprint window when you need it. That's useful too. More features. Yay. Okay, so this goes up here. Let's see. I think I'll put it closer to the center, perhaps. Maybe like right in... Let's back it off a little bit. Maybe like right in there. So that'll get us the 3 outputs we need. You don't need to be here, here, here. Here or here. All of these on the end can be trimmed. And this end they need to stay. We'll have a fluid bus in here, just like we do on that other station. Oh, look, the numbers are dropping. Yay! That's good. We still need 400 belts, but what are you going to do? Oh, no, they're not dropping. It was just recalculating. Okay. Where were we at? We were down here. For this station, we need to have... Actually, I wanted to do this with full cracking, and I did not work up that plan. So we'll leave that alone just for right now, maybe. Or we can work up the plan. Let's work out the plan. So we need a plan that will take in, or we'll have 11.5 oil refineries, do both cracking jobs, and output as much petroleum as we can. Let's do this here. can I do... Now, let's do add another recipe, or we can just say deal with the heavy oil with cracking, and then deal with the light oil with cracking. Computing by factory. Can I do 11.5 there? No, I cannot. I don't think. No. I think we just do the play with the numbers method, but first we need to put modules in this, and beacons, and 10 beacons affecting each factory. Modules, beacons, only 8 on this one. Then again, and 8 on that one. Okay, so let's say we're going to get 1500 out of this, just as a stab in the dark. Too dark. 11.5. There we are. We'll be able to get 1900 out if everything else is dead. So that's what we need to build as far as cracking goes in this area. Pin that. So that's 5 and creepy. Or is it creepy? Not too creepy, since we want 11.5 and here's 12, and yeah. Okay, let's do this copy. Maybe? Yeah, I think so. Then we can come up here, rotate that, and I'm going to put it as close as I can reasonably get here, just so we don't have too long of a fluid bus. And I think that's right there. And I think that'll do it. Okay, so that's that block. And then we need to do this block, which is almost the same, just smaller. Do the pin again. We need to capture 4 on each side. I think we need to go here. I'm going to shift click it, take out these. And these. Remind me when we turn this thing on to test this one thoroughly. This could easily be jacked up by me doing these edits. Also, where's our lights at? Okay, you come in here. I think I'll put this one normal orientation here on the left. Go there. Entrance. Exit. Did I do entrances and exits on this one? I did not. Exit. Right there. Okay, and then paste here. And then let me just grab this whole thing, maybe. Actually, I think it's still in my paste queue, isn't it? Yep, there it is. We can put it right here, right next to. And then just trim off the pieces we don't need. We only need 3 of these. You can take off 2 and 2 like that. You can take off these power poles, all of these pipes. That one can stay. This can go. Let's see. This is the end of that one. This one here. And then we need 10.6. I'll do 12, I think, maybe just for fun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Take 3 off of here and 3 off of here. That one, yeah, take 3 off of here, 3 off of here, 3 off of here. This all goes. This here goes. That power pole probably needs to stay. This goes. Leave the light, I guess. This is the last one of this row. This is the last one of this row. This can stop here. That power pole probably needs to stay. This goes here. And that there. And that should handle what we need for oil once it's all built. This station doesn't need to be that big. I go down here, it needs to be this size. So we need 4 stations, not 6. Now I can trim, and the bots can go and put this stuff away someplace. Sorry about that, bots. Okay, you were looking for something to do anyway, right? Just go all the way there. Then I can do this and just rebuild it. All right. Where are we at? Still lots of belts missing and way lots of beacons missing. Wow. That train can't even keep up. We might need a second train for that run. Do it that way. Somebody come and build it, please. Maybe. Because the bot should deliver coal. We know we have coal in storage over here someplace. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Why is nobody coming to build that? They're that busy? Roboport. No, we only have like 600 bots working right now. Am I missing something? Do the bots not... The base bots not build trains? Or is it just because I have too many jobs? I bet it's just because I have too many jobs passed out. Let's clear that out. Hopefully this train's coming back sometime soon. It's on its way back right now. It's here. So it's a little bit too slow by itself. There was a, I don't know, maybe 15, 20 second gap there, which isn't too bad. If I was balancing or whatevering these two trains with these two stations of iron somehow, it would have been better, but I'm not. Wasn't thinking about it when we built this mall weeks ago. That unloads so fast. Now we need more beacons than we need belts. Yeah, it's running out already. Gapping. Well, I guess I could go hop on my train wherever I left it. Where did I leave my train? I thought I left it right around here someplace. Trains. Oh, it's over here. We are not yet smelting any iron after all of this time. Go pay a visit to the mall. It's a long trip, but it should be fun. In the meantime, anything else we can design, layout, build? Let's see. Those are all done. I mean, we have the designs for these last 6 stations here. They're going to require more belts, though. I'm hesitant to do that. This is going to be just stone mining. This is going to be just copper mining. We could come and design this station again, where the science is going to be. We could do the solar and accumulator ones. Those aren't going to be too big, so there's not too many belts there. Yeah, so we can do that. Let's do, since we're here now, let's do a paste. Train looks like it just left again. Are my bots on? Boom. Now, are they going to deliver? It looks like they are going to deliver the coal. Maybe? Anybody? I don't know. I think that's Logibots that are doing that delivery. Do that. That way, hopefully, the bots will come in, deliver the. Actually, let's not do that because they may not deliver enough in one run. The alternative is I can go and get some, but I see it says delivering, so that must be a Logibot delivery, which means the Logibots are coming from who knows where in the base, probably out where I just was, out in the boonies. See what I can do to help here. Well, first of all, what can I get rid of in my inventory? Not much. That, those. I mean, I can get rid of a lot, but oh, Logibots. That didn't take long. Okay, now get out of here so the other train can come in. That's the way I should do it. Just pull it right out of the drain. Oh. That's a problem. There we go. Any improvements I can make to my gear production here? Faster inserters would be good. At least on the input side. Output's only outputting 1 for every 2, so that should be okay. I think. Yeah, they can't even keep up. But any more, they wouldn't be able to keep up. With the belts wouldn't be able to keep up. So, I think that's okay. Apparently, undergroundies are done. That's good. Oh, we've caught up on belts. That's good. Let's do this. They'll still keep up? No. This needs to get upgraded. How about now? Yes, that's much better. Okay, so the belts have caught up. Now it's just beacons. So now we can... Oh, now we gotta wait for that train. Now we can leave again. And let's go down here somewhere. Park maybe here at Purple Science. We should be able to pull through this station, hopefully, unless that train comes back and races through. There we go. We are moving. Excellent. Okay, that crisis was alleviated. Yeah, so we've caught up on belts. So that means that this smelting that we set up, I mean, it's missing some beacons, so it's missing some speed. So we're not going to get... Uh-oh, I see something I messed up. Delete that, delete that. You and you. We're not going to get the full 8 belts just yet. But once the rest of the speed modules go in, they should be perfect. Yeah. That looks great. And here we are. I see that I messed this up too. Go there. There. Maybe like there. All right. Rails sound like fun to work on next. Stuck in the trees. And this goes here. Oh, let's turn that off. Okay, rail station. We need to have 2 rail trains out because we need to output 120, which is almost 3 belts, or 2.5 belts, or whatever it is. And then we need 3 stations in, so that's plus the fuel, that makes 6, so that's perfect. We'll grab that blueprint we designed. This here. Cut. And... One, two, 3 for beacons, and maybe 1 more to grow on. There. beacons can go here. There. I see a flaw in this. Somehow that got offset by one tile, so it wouldn't have output both machines. Easily fixed. Still just beacons. Okay, well, that one is done easily enough. Come over here next. Do the same kind of thing. Oh, I didn't put entrance exit on the other one. Why I keep forgetting those? I mean, I'll remember them eventually. When I can't get trains in and out, but better to do them now when the bots are working anyway. All right, so for this is engines, or furnaces rather, not engines. This is 3 in, quantity's okay, 1 out, so we need 5 stations total. Here, there, here. And those. That's this little one right here. Let's see, you go there. And there. No, wrong thing. And that's it for that one for right now. Again, until we figure out exactly what belt configurations we're going to want here. There's no point in doing that. Here. And let's look at that one. That's only got 2 ingredients in. Small enough quantities. 1 out. So that's 1, 2, 3, and a 4th station. Take out 2 of these then. A lot of trees here too. Come and get it, bots. And then we need our design, which is very small. Cut that. Delete that. Last one we have in this box is engines, and then we just have the electric engines and roboports there. Okay, you go here. 1, 2, 3, 4. One goes there. That one goes there. That's correct. How are we doing? Still just beacons. I may have to issue some deforestation commands after the stream today. A lot of trees. Fortunately, they'll just go over here and provide fuel for the base. You know what I should potentially do is turn off this stuff. But these aren't going to run very often. I wonder how often they have been running, actually. What color are those going to be? Not blue and not orange, at least. We haven't even been using accumulators. Nuclear's been keeping up. They did have that one spike right there, though. 39 minutes ago. Accumulators must be green. And steam engines must be red. You can see we did use it a little bit. That was probably before I built the additional nuclear reactor. Or right around when I did, because I built it just before the stream started. I've been streaming for an hour and 15. So that's an hour and 30 right there. Yep, that must be... And that's why I built the extra one, because we had power issues just before I started. Not anymore, though. Okay. Engines. Engines. 2 ingredients in, 1 out, and a fuel. That's 4 stations. Yeah, that will do it every time. What I need to do is just turn off the switches on the water so they can just burn all the time. But I haven't done that yet. I haven't been over there. It's a long trip to go back over there, you know. All right, engines are here. Yes, here they are. Cut that. That's what I figure I can actually use some of these unused blocks for here if we want to later, is more nuclear blocks. I have no idea how much power this whole mess is going to take up once it's ready to go. Could be a lot. Probably going to be a lot. There, I think. And this one's one smaller on the leading edge there. But it needs to be there, I think. Wait a minute, did I mess this up? No, it's there. It's getting dark out here. I didn't put lights in any of these new setups. I'll do that off camera too. How are we doing? We're catching up on the beacon production. Speed modulating the crap out of that machine sure helped. Okay, electric engines. 3 ingredients in. That's 4. That's 5 stations then. Oops. Or what I can actually do is set it to where if the accumulators drop below 100%, kick on those steam engines, burning the wood. That's probably what I'll end up doing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And then here. This is a small one. Thank you, autosave. That has to go there. And then we need to come up here. Plenty of bots. I think I will go turn off the construction bots at 5,000 though. That seems like a appropriate number. And then the final one here is flying robot frames. 4 in, 1 out. That's 5 and 6 for the fuel. So that station's done. And here. I left one of these behind. That can go, and this can go. So now the only stations we have left to build should be, the only blocks rather, should be solar and accumulators, which are over here. We'll need to head over there and do those. But I want to just check all of these and make sure that we have built everything we intended to. What I will plan to do also off stream, so I have a lot of work to do between, oh, we need to do this one too, the rocket. What I plan to do off stream, and I have a lot to do, but I have 3 days to do it in because the next Factorio stream will be on Tuesday. I'll also try and name some or all of these stations so that we can get started with trains on Tuesday and hopefully get some of this production going. I think that's it. We'll need to set up the copper smelting here, set up these two, set up this one. We need to set up our outposts for coal. We have coal here and here, here and here. It's a lot of coal. We'll need it though. Probably do these two first. Since coal's going into this block here and this block here, I think coal probably should be up here. And then iron and copper don't really matter. Yeah, they don't really matter. They can go wherever on the outside here. Unfortunately, the copper's up here all the copper we can see rather is up here. So maybe we'll do like coal here, copper down here somewhere, maybe. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'll look at that between the streams as well. So let's head over to the solar and accumulator ones and get those built. See if I can find my train. Be down. I think I left it at purple science. Suppose I could summon it. That might be faster. Yeah, that might be faster. Come this way. There we go. Jumped out. Man, these are all full of trees. How's that doing? Yeah, we're only using like 1,500 bots. Less than 1,500 bots. That's not bad. This station. So, I was thinking about this some more. Before I build this, I was thinking about it some more. If I built these two together, you need 2 ingredients in. You need 3 ingredients in. That's 5. I could do a train with 1 wagon of each. Since these are going to be used in equal numbers by the satellite anyway, I could do like 1 wagon of each. 5 ingredients in, 1 train out, plus fuel means we have to add a 7th station. But these builds are small enough that I don't see why that's a bad plan. And then that also conserves a few things. So let's delete this production block, and we'll add an output product here. Weird that it chose. I must have some settings messed up. 4 of those, 2 of those, 8 of those. Let's see. Factory default level last. That's why. Okay. I think that's better. Pin that. So let's change. Let's see which one I want you to be. Probably this one down here then. Delete that. Delete that and move it over, or maybe move it up a little. Solar panel. And then down here can be accumulator. So now we've ripped up all that wood for, well, I almost said no good reason, but there's always a good reason to rip up the wood in Factorio, right? Copy this. Well, let's copy more than that. Copy this. Take that out. Then we do, this and this. Well, okay. Let's put 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1. Oh. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1. And then the single beacon here. We need 5. And here, 5 more. Then we need, why did you not take those? Oh, right, speed in these. Speed in these. Copy that, paste that. Let's just do it. Apparently we can't do it all. And then copy this whole thing, paste it there. And solar, copy, paste. Now we can't do it all. Okay, so this will be an output belt here. Input belt here for accumulators just needs 2 products, way less than half a belt of each. But I'm just going to go crazy and do the do the stack inserters on the input side. There. There. Okay. Same thing on on this side. But I think we're going to have we're going to have an extra belt coming in or going out. Actually, it's going to have to be the reds or the green circuits on, they could be on one red belt. So let's do this here on the input side, and then we'll do an input here of a red belt. And this one can come like this, and then we'll have a red belt of green circuits like that. Still have our output of, you know what? Let's not do it this way. Change the plans, delete that, delete this, cut this, put it up there. Because these can go straight into this train, or straight as possible into this train. Actually, I wonder if I can adjust the positioning to make it straight into the train. Let's find a loading station here. And line it up correctly. Actually, that one is straight. And this one is close enough. I like that. Okay, so we'll have green circuits coming in on this belt, copper and steel coming in on this belt, and then iron and batteries coming in on this belt. And that'll be easy. Yeah, that's way better than trying to make this 2 separate blocks. And having a train that's largely unused anyway be 2 trains largely unused. Okay, back to the train. No, we can just walk. We can walk to the final station. We need to look at this. I'm not beaconing either of these, or modulating either of these, and they don't really even need to be beaconed. Yeah, let's not even bother beaconing these, because it doesn't make a difference in the production, and that just slows it down, but I'm fine with that. All right, so I want to use basically this exact same build as we had in our old rocket, which is somewhere. Why don't I? Oh, there it is. I was like, why don't I see it? Is it the exact same setup? I think it is. Or at least close enough to be exact. Copy. Don't want station names or trains, modules and entities, yes. Oh, I know what the difference is. The difference is we need 2 rockets here. But we don't have rockets made anyway, so that's fine. Yeah. Except that we need to upgrade these to blue. Some of these to blue and stack inserters. here, here. All of these. I'll have to upgrade those machines to blue machines. I guess this can be blue as well. It doesn't really matter. This can all be here as well. Everything else should be the same. We just need to change this around. Let me cut some of these belts, actually. Here. Remove some of this stuff here. This stuff here. And here. And here. Oh, we never put speed modules in this whole thing on the other side. I'll take those out then, too. Let's do this just for positioning purposes. And then copy with a shift. I don't want belts. I assume there's probably lights there, but I'll keep the lights, take that out. Let's see, here, there, and there. Now, how can I make this better? Well, first thing I think I need to do is cut this whole thing. Yeah, sorry, bots. You just finished doing that, I know. Maybe we put it... Maybe we just do it like this. One goes... Yeah, I'm going to do this a little bit differently, but it'll end up being mostly the same. We do that. This comes in differently here then. Delete, 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 delete. These come out of here differently. Come out like this. And then they get merged together. We only need one belt here, because we're only going to get 16.67 average. So I think we do that. This whole belt here, I want to move up one tile. Take out the rails. Move it up one tile. And take out this one. Because then that can go there. And then this one can just go in. So that's whichever product this was. I can't tell because I don't have the train station names on. I think it was rocket control units because it had a greenish tinge to it. But anyway, that's one product in. The other two are... Actually, it's rocket control units because this doesn't take rocket control units. And then we still have these two products here. One of them needs to go up this way. We'll just make it this one. This needs to all be different too. Take this out. You know what? I'm going to change my mind again. Do it like this. And then this one here is the second belt. So that means this goes under. You go in there. It's also going to split down here. No, it's not. It's going to have to get moved. Take that out. Take that out. Thank you. And then this gets moved over by one tile. Kind of looks better anyway. And then this one gets split here. That one goes under. What are you? Satellites? Okay, we'll deal with you in a minute here. Oops, I just picked up a bot. That's not exactly what I wanted to do with them, but that's okay. So this is the top belt, this is the bottom belt. Top belt needs to go on to the end and then up into here, so that way it's the outside one for both rocket silos. And then the bottom belt needs to end right here. Dumb. That goes there. And it doesn't matter which one of these is which one of these, that they're both being handled the same. Okay, that goes there. This needs to be those. We can do those. I can get rid of some stuff. That one. This one. Then it looks like you just need to have a power pole in here someplace, which I guess I'll go right there with. And of course we need 2 rocket silos, but for that I need lots of stuff. So I don't have that stuff right now. We'll go get it at most of it at the mall. Everything but the electric engines. Actually, there's electric engines in the mall too. So I'll do that also. I probably should have taken notes. Everything I needed to do. But that's going to be, I think, the last station we needed. Everything else got made. Nice. Actually, let's head over here and set up the copper smelting since we do have... Oh, I forgot. I almost forgot. You aren't up there, though. That back on. Take this here. And it goes here. We'll go there, I think, maybe. There. Splits. That way, maybe. Here. Goes there. That. And that'll take care of our satellites. And that'll just back up on the belt. I'm fine with that. It'll only be on one side of the belt anyway, and who cares? All right, so that is that. Now let's go deal with copper, and that's... Yeah, that'll be good. Okay, so the station is there. This needs to go maybe over here. Somewhere. Maybe like right there or there. Let's go there with it. Let's go there with it. I didn't necessarily want my bots to do all that work, but I suppose they can. Why does it say, oh, because I placed so many entities, it's counting down really fast. Yep. Okay, and then I will turn off my bots, and we'll let the base bots do the rest of the work. Mining. Large mining blue. I think I have very little choice but to do this vertically. That stupid little piece right over there. What can I do about this? Not much. Okay. Let's go maybe right up against that RoboPort. Right down against... actually, let's go one away so that we can figure out what we're going to do about those signals. Go right there. And there. And there. We have a bit we need to do up here. Why can I never find... Oh, I did this upside down? How did I turn that around? Oh, I'm on the wrong plan. Okay, there we go. I shift scrolled. There we go. That can go there. Need to be trimmed, but it can go there. These I want to align the same exact way. Here. There. That works out better than I thought it might. And then also there. That one's going to be a problem. Can I do anything with this? I think I can. I think I can take out this stretch of track right here in the middle. These can go. This can go. This can all go. And you. And this power pole can go. And let's bring this right back to the corner like this. This one can come out. That one can come out. You. And you and you. And these ones I'll probably have to do manually. This one. Oopsie. This one. Make that just a regular corner. This goes here then. And take these out. This can come out. This can just be a regular straight through piece of track. And I'll just have to be a little bit custom with the way that I connect it all over. So I can take these signals out then. They don't need to be here anymore. They were for that intersection. So, this one, you guys, and there's a signal right there. That goes there. Now, I think I can get 2 miners in the middle here. Yeah. If I do it like this. I'm going to remove the lights, I think. I can't have a miner there. Yeah, we're going to remove these 2 lights. Because of that power... Oh, actually, these power poles could come out. Because the power is going to connect around the other way. So if we take out these power poles, that gives me a little bit more flexibility. Here. Okay. That fits perfectly. Now I want to do underground to there, underground to there. And then I want to repeat that. So let me cut these last tiles and these prints. Okay. And then I can do belts right here. And if I copy that, the problem's going to be, well, I need to copy this once. Copy this, no rails, copy it to there. So now the problem's going to be power. This one needs to be out here, but this one can be fine right in there. Yeah. And I'll copy this again, ignore the rails, and there just won't be any lights in the middle of this, but that's fine. That doesn't need to be there anymore. Only other thing I want to do is actually remove all of these miners that are here and move them all up by one tile, and then do the same thing above. Move them all. I can't move that one up, but this one here, there, copy, and then I should be able to just do a run and paste here. You don't go, or you don't stay. Yeah. There and there, and then not you. I'll figure this piece out in a minute. What do I have that anybody wants? Anything? Okay. I think for this one, I can hopefully not stand on the tracks and die. But I can do one miner there anyway, I think. Yes. I can go to there. Oh, I did that wrong. Doggone it. Undo, 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 undo. Undo, 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 undo. You can stay. Then we go here. That was kind of dumb. Okay. I'm standing on the tracks again. Goes there. That's going to have to be there. And this will come up. Hopefully I have enough room. That'll get merged into that one. Okay, then we can do the same thing down here. Don't need one there. And then I can just copy this like that. Put it there. Power pole down here, of course. Go there. Turn off my bots. Do some deconstruction of the belt, but not the power pole. I've really done some power damage here. This goes here. Wait, I don't think I need that. I don't need that. Go away as well. All of this one. Just you. Same. Same. Power pole has to stay. This goes all out. Goes there. This is not needed at all here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Of course there's 9. Well, we're going to merge the last two and make it 8. There's always 9. I don't know how, but there's always 9. That's a big old rock. All right, let's see. Power. I think maybe I just do this. We need a few power poles in here. Maybe one right. Oh, we need to do something here first. This goes here to there, and then you go there. And we need a power pole right there. And that should keep everyone from blinking. Like, excellent. Okay. We need to get 1, 2 belts down here. That's not too bad. 3, 4. How about if it goes something like this? 1, 2, 3, 4. That one goes in. The rest of these continue onward. We're going to squiggle this one, I think, actually, to here. And then this one can squiggle into here. Yay, delete the huge rock. There we go. Okay, so our balancer again. That way. Oopsie. There, that goes there. This one goes that way. This one goes that way. This way. Then this one goes like this. Okay, you can go in there, and then you can just go under and into there. Now, you come all the way up. That can build when it's ready. And then this stuff can all get loaded onto trains. That's too many. How many is that? 8 right there. Take out the last 4. And I have some of this. Get in there. Make some copper. And now, stations. These stations are backwards. Did we bring the iron in from the front? Where's the iron at? Iron, iron. Way over here, duh. No, it's from the back. Was this iron loaded from the front? Yes, it was. All right, let's grab these iron trains here. I'm going to do entities only. Paste that. And then I'm going to come over here and grab just the copper stations. Just like that. And I want station names this time. Paste that. And then I come in here and do copper 5. I hope. Yep. Paste, 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 paste. And that'll let those all load up. We need a corner here that we don't have. I think I'll come in maybe right here. I just realized something. My game sound isn't working this entire stream. Try to fix that. Okay, there it is. And of course that corner is backward from what we want, so I can't even copy it and steal it. Somewhere I messed up. That's where I messed up, right there. Stuff is a-flowing. Alright, that's where we're going to leave it for today, I think. Fix the sound at the very end. So I'm going to look at a couple of those things before the next stream. Naming stations, making rockets, rocket silos, I guess. I don't remember what else it was. Oh, something. Oh, the wood. Switching this up so that it only burns. No, not that. This here up so it only burns wood when there's wood available, but always burns it whenever we use the accumulators. So we're going to disconnect these coal trains from the station. I'll go dump them off on plastic or something. It won't take long. And then there might have been something else too that I don't remember, but we'll figure it out eventually. Next time we can hook up these two crude oil stations, and we can get this stone mining as well, or this one. Probably just do this one. Crude oil, stone, and then we need to get coal going. We can also get this coal here, but we might as well just get these two out here. That's 78 million out there. And figure out what we're going to do for the, if we're going to do transfer stations, distribution stations, or if we want to just have trains going point to point. The temptation of the transfer/distribution stations is that we don't have as many trains, as many short trains moving around out here as we need. They can all just go a short distance out, set up their do their transfer, pick up their materials, and then head back into the station where they need to go. And then out here we have longer trains, probably just 1/4 though, doing hauling the plates that are already smelted on site, and then hauling the coal and stone. Well, stone's going to also get smelted some, into the factory. For these three that are inside the factory, those will be done as direct trains, probably as many trains as possible, which means 4 plus 5, 9 trains maximum, just because of parking. Well, maybe 10, because we could have 1 or 2 trains even out here in the waiting line. As many trains as possible out there getting rid of this stuff as much as possible, into the green circuits especially, or maybe just exclusively green circuits. Because we're going to use a ton of iron and copper in green circuits. Maybe we can look and see what's going to use the most iron and copper, but I'm sure it's green circuits. Only 60 each. But, I mean, it's 300 and some, 400 and some, yeah. Maybe we'll just make them exclusive to green circuits. So that'll be, I think we have 8 stations, 8 green circuit stations here. So that'll be good. One train from each of these going to each green circuit station, and then one train going to each green circuit station from the distribution stations. So while things like while things are getting cleaned up, I might do also a big sweep of stone and trees and do some deconstruction since we have 5,000 bots. Oh, that's what else I can do. I can limit the bots. While we're doing that, then I can, or while I'm doing that, then I can also look at what I might want to do for those transfer stations. So let me see who's live. Is anyone who's watching interested in streaming today and wanting a raid? Okay, I'm gonna raid Moddable. We haven't raided him in a while. He doesn't seem to stream at night as much anymore. He does mostly daytime streams. But we're gonna raid him. He's playing 1 Hour, 1 Life. Alrighty. So, thank you all for joining me. Tomorrow we'll be back with some more co-op shenanigans. I'm assuming we're gonna play Astroneer again. That's been fun, and I think everyone else agrees who is part of the co-op shenanigans team over here, Phazian and Alnalana and IT Machinist, that it has been fun, and we can hopefully, or our plans are to start off by launching our rockets and getting to going to another planetary body. So tune in tomorrow evening, 9:30 Eastern U.S. time. Note that the United States is switching to daylight savings time tomorrow, so it'll be GMT -4. So your time zone may vary. And that'll be it for tonight, or this afternoon. So thank you all for joining me. I will see you next time, and enjoy the raid on Moddable. Bye for now.